defending. Let's see if they can defend this total here on the board. That's what we said, early wickets.
Here is Dennis. He's into ball to the new batsman. It's full. It's a good one. Right up in the block hole. We'll get the name. It looks to be Aldin Thomas, who looked very solid in that first innings. He gave a few chances, and I'm pretty sure if the JDF, if they got those chances that Aldin Thomas gave in the first inning, they just have to take their chances when they come. They were very poor in the field in the first innings, and they were hoping to also their catching to be that of a better standard than it was. Now, bright sunny conditions here at Sabina Park. There is no cloud cover. There's no signs of rain. However, there is signs that the JDF are fighting. Here is Dennis, runs away from the Michael Colin in full delivery. That's pushed out in the chance. Here's a chance for a run out. Oh, a direct hit would have mean that it would have been the end of Javel Glen. Well, the JDF, they're fighting. They sense a still spring in their step. And I tell you, a direct hit would have sent the Melbourne captain on his way back to the Kingston Cricket Pavilion. And that would have put a real further twist in this contest.
The JDF team have come alive in the field. And we see a half chance there. Almost. Glenn there almost ran out there. That's the captain of Melbourne. But this game would say is far from over.
It's never over until the fat lady sing. I'm watching the time closely. I think we still have just over an hour of play to go. So what can happen in an hour's time. Here is Andre Dennis, runs away down the leg side. Poor delivery. Has to make the adjustment to the left-handed Javel Glen.
Javier Glenn is a pretty compact batsman. He's the captain. He knows that he's going to have to stay there and bat long and sort of bring back some sort of calm to this Melbourne team.
And that one leaving him beautifully ball. He didn't carry it to the keeper, but well ball. And end of a very successful over there for Andre Dennis. And the JDF team, the score is 10 for 2. Yes, 10 for 2. Andre Dennis picking up a wicket in his first over. Also, Shamari Brown, he picked up a wicket in his first over. It was a wicket maiden. He bowled, he will be back for sure. And he'll be bowling to Aldane Thomas.
So these two batsmen, Aldin Thomas and Javier Glenn, two good batsmen. We know they can bat. We know the qualities and their capabilities. Now the Melbourne team would want them to bat as long as possible and just to see them through to the rest of the day's play. As I said, they don't need to take any risk. It's the JDF team that needs to force the issue, needs to pick up wicket. All these two Melbourne batsmen have to do is just sit there, bat long, without taking any risk. Patience is the key.
I think I'm just looking at the field now. Slip mid off, short leg, point, cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and a square leg. I'll be tempted to put in a second slip also. It's wickets you need. Wickets, that's what they need. You have to go out on the attack. So I think they have two men around the back, which is good, plus the slip. I would put in an extra slip also to put some added pressure on Aldane Thomas, who is forward, beautifully bowled, beaten all ends up, beautifully bowled there from Shamari Brown. Rushing through his overs pretty quickly also. Here he comes, flighted delivery. And that one is stroked straight into the short leg fielder. And he took that blow like a champ. He took that blow like a soldier, like a real soldier. At that time, he said, "No, come on, I'm good. I'm good to go again. I'm ready to fight the fight. I'm fighting on." Uh, and now he goes rubbing that ball really good there. Looks to be the captain, Leslie. Yes, Brown again. Looking for wicket number 2 for him and wicket number 2 for JDF. They're stroking that one. Alden Thomas straight to the captain. Leslie can't score. The total remains on 10 for 2. Lovely shot that from Alden Thomas, can't score. I think the intent from the Melbourne batsman, I think they still need to be positive. It doesn't matter the situation. I think they still need to be positive. I think they probably somebody just to come knock the wings out of the JDF team. That's what the doctor would ordered for the JDF team, for the Melbourne CC team. Correction.
Yes, yes. The Melbourne teams have to continue to be positive, have to look to be positive, rotate the strike, pick up the odd boundaries as well, because you don't want to just sit around and just be absorbing deliveries bowling at you and not scoring, and that in of itself would heap pressure onto you. But guess what? The battle is still on here at Sabina Park, and who knows best about battles than these soldier men? Jamaica Defence Force looking to defend at small total, but anything is possible here.
Andre Dennis to continue.
So the umpire is in. There's no cricket right now. Umpire is there talking to captain of captain of the JDF team here. But as we said before, JDF need wickets. They need to get 10 wickets in order to win this game outright, while the Melbourne team just need to see through these few overs and to the end of the day's play and just win the game on first innings. But it's still Dennis operating from the Michael loading end, runs in, bowl. Pretty compact there. Javier Glenn behind that delivery there. Nothing much doing. Plays it on its merit. Seeing the previous over, Dennis would have picked up the wicket off Abidjan Singh. So he knows there. The Jamaica Defence Force. Pretty attacking field. 3 slips of gully. One at short mid wicket. Runs into bowl. Dennis gets one straight on mid stump, but easily played into the square leg region there for a single. Both batsmen walk across for a single there.
Total now moving up to 11. 11 for 2. Time is running out on the Jamaica Defence Force. They need to act quickly, need to keep on taking wickets. There is Andre Dennis again, running away from the Michael holding in. And the outside edge has been found through that gully fielder there. And the batsman just walks for the run there in no rush. Is Alden Thomas. But I think even though I think they still need to look business side, still have to have that positive intent. You can't get too complacent. The cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. And the left and right hand combination asking a lot of the JDF players. They have to make the adjustment once the strike is being rotated. He's whipping that one away. He's Javel Glenn. There's a deep backward square left field on the boundary. He goes through for a single. Total now moves up to 13 for 2. And Andre Dennis again. He is going to be bowling to Aldane Thomas. Here he comes, runs away from the Michael Holding and short delivery. Good aggression here, Sean. We haven't seen much of that. I've seen a little bit of that yesterday from Shalom Parnell. I haven't seen much of this aggressive, fast, at the body bowling in this match so far. And it's just good to see. There's an extra effort here from Dennis. It's good to see. And I want to thank all the viewers for joining in with us from wherever you are. It's Dennis. Bright sunshine here on a Sunday evening here. We're in Kingston, Jamaica. Here is, that's a good delivery. Nice carry to the keeper, Chung. He appreciates that one. That's the end of the over. 13 for 2. They're in pursuit of 126 runs for victory to take this outright win. It would be. They have first innings points in the bag already. Is Melbourne and one hand on the JCA Senior Cup cricket title.
Well, I said, I like how the batsmen of Melbourne here, both Aldane and Glenn, we're trying to rotate the strike, try to pick up the singles, try not to be bogged down by the JDF bowlers here. But the JDF team as well, are pretty attacking, they have attacking feel here, trying to pick up wickets. They know that they need wicket in order to win this game. And wicket, not easy to come by, but let's see if they can bowl themselves back into this game.
Yes, they need wickets, and one man you think would be more likely to give them wickets is Shamari Brown. He got 5 wickets in that first innings. Here he comes, back pad, sim it off on a sit waiting, and that one just pushes it across the left-handed Glenn, the captain. Here is Brown again, a flighted delivery, and that stroked away straight to that fielder there at cover. He had to do well to stop that one. Can't score. Total remains on 13 for 2. Forward is Glenn, can't score. I don't think he's looking to score really. I think he's just looking to back time RTS. Yeah, I think that's really the main plan.
Well, you need time up the crease.
Ooh. He's punking that one hard to extra cover, not piercing the gap, but would have liked to do better with that. And that's the problem with, I think, of these young batsmen. They play some very expansive shot, but they don't really think about the importance of finding the gap. When we would have looked at the great players, the great Brian Lara, the great Shanda Paul, the great Sachin Tendulkar, those players, they would have pierced the gap with a sense of ease. And I think it's a thing that these young players have to look at. I mean, a half volley outside off stump, instead of hitting it straight to the fielder, you want to pace the gap, you want to cash in. And I think that's also important when they make the transition to the other level. They don't get enough bad balls as they will do probably in senior cup cricket. The higher you go, the more difficult it gets. Oh, that should be out. It was a throw at the keeper's end, and there was Alden Thomas There was Alden Thomas. In my view, I think Alden Thomas was just a bit too cheeky there for my liking, and I think he could be very well out. It's very disappointing that we don't have the the luxury of replay at the moment, but I think RTS, that was very close.
That was a close decision. The only thing there is like the umpire was saying that the the standing umpire was saying that would have already called over, so the ball would have become automatically dead. And I think that's what the strikers and umpire was saying to the fielder there, that once the umpire would have said over, the ball would have become automatically dead. And that would have been probably the understanding also of the batsman at the crease. But it's Melbourne 14 for 2.
Good carry there from Andre Dennis. Still rushing in, still running in hard. It's good to see from JDF. Even though they lost first innings, I mean, it's 4:30 p.m. Probably another 50 minutes, 40 minutes to go before close of play. They're still running in, they're still bowling hard, they're still enjoying their cricket, they're still in laughter about them. Body language still looks good. I think that's good to see from a cricketing perspective. That they're still enjoying their cricket. Here's the JDF team. And the outside edge has been, yeah, is it? Yes, it is. That is the end of Javel Glenn. And we just spoke about enjoying their cricket. And those are the kind of reward you will get when you enjoy your cricket. You give it your all. The body language looks good. And Glenn walks back in a very fast manner to that dressing room over by the Kingston Cricket Club stand. It's now the score. I give you it in a bit. I think it's 14. Yes, 14 for 3. And that was a beautiful delivery there from Andre Dennis, pitching just outside off stump. He left Glenn, he played it, he poked at it, and a good catch there from the wicket keeper.
We see there, that's what we were saying to Dennis, that you need to get the ball. You have 3 slips. You need to get the ball up, moving away from the batsman there. And that was a brilliant delivery. Even though Glenn didn't get his foot across, he just hung his bat out there and he found the edge.
Yes, I definitely agree with you on that point. RTS, I thought the footwork of Glenn was very lazy, and he didn't move across. And I think also it probably wasn't the delivery that he had to play that. But I think it's all about them having themselves, blocking themselves into that shell, that we just need to buy out time, we just need to play out time, we just need to back, we don't need to score. It's not about winning, it's about just buying time, and that you can sometimes block yourself in a hole. 14 for 3. Another 2 quick wickets here could really and truly have some real jitters in that dressing room.
Right. And the wickets, once wicket is continue to fall, it could be some problem. It could cause some problem for this Melbourne team. And I'm happy. I like what I'm seeing from this JDF team, attacking. Their 2 slip, a gully, extra cover, a man at short mid wicket there. They're really trying to get themselves into this game back, the JDF team.
I think early on also I need to commend Leighton Leslie, because I think early on we weren't pleased that he took himself off. And this is good for cricket, good fast bowling. Yes, a good welcome to the crease there by Andre Dennis. That was fast. And young senior, the youngster just coming out of schoolboy cricket, they're gonna really and truly give him a few short ones, rough him up a bit. You think there's a lot of chattering going on out there from the army men. Alden Thomas having a word with the youngster, just calming the nerves of young senior. Rowan Senior would have a lot of success in schoolboy cricket with Excelsior this year, booming with confidence. But hey, this is Senior Cup cricket. And this is Andre Dennis running away from the Michael Holden, and here he comes. And that's a good delivery right at the stump. Senior is in behind the line of that one. The total remains on 14 for 3. I think I would be, considering a backpad. You think, RTS? Yes, backpad coming into play. I think that's a good move.
Yes, good move. Good move there from the captain.
I'm
Leslie.
expecting this one to be short. It has to be short again. It has to be. I think he has to be. He has to. I mean, this is Rowan Senior. He's young, and then you want to rough him up a bit. He has to be short. Let's see what he does. Yes, it is short, right up in that body. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff here from Andre Dennis, right at the body. Good cricket. And this is good, really good to see. Late afternoon, late Sunday evening here in Kingston, Savannah Park. Michael Holding would be pleased. He's bowling from the Michael Holding end. Racking up a bit of steam here is Dennis. Two slip and a gully waiting. A short leg now in play. Roheen Senior, the youngster, Excelsior standout player. Here is Dennis again. Will it be short again? Oh, he goes and banging that one straight to backward point. So there you go. A rush of blood from the youngster. Looking to charge. Looking to charge Dennis. Well, a good little session of play. Exciting stuff here at this.
Exciting stuff. Well, these batsmen, as I said, they don't need to take any risk. They just need to rotate the strike, pick up singles. Here, the odd boundaries will come. You have to play smart cricket here. Melbourne don't need to chase down this 125 runs from JDF. They just need to bat, stay there until the end, and win this game. JDF is the one that need to force the issue, need to go all out, need to pick up 10 wickets here at the Savannah Park here. And we would have made mention of the power hitters here today, but one such power hitter is we know him as Chris Gale, but he also knows how to adjust himself. He would have scored 2.
You talking about me, artist? You sure you're not talking about me?
And not our commentator Chris Gale, but the one who is dark and stormy with the Gale Force wind. He would have had 2 triple centuries.
And Brown to continue giving problems, asking a few questions. JDF team, they're enjoying their cricket, which is good. And 3 wickets. And this effort from the JDF, probably a bit too late. It's the kind of effort that they would have wanted in the first half of the game.
Right.
And he's pushing that one calmly. His Senior can't score. Now total remains on 14 for 3. Shamari Brown, 5 wickets in that first innings. Here he comes again to Thomas. A flighted delivery, and it's hit. And here's a bounce ball there, claiming that it went straight. It didn't touch the ground, but yes, I definitely thought that one touched the ground before it hit the short leg fielder. He's gotten his second blow, but he's still happy. He's still laughing. He's a tough cookie there at short leg. And he's still having a few words. JDF giving this one last big effort. Looking to cause a few problems for Melbourne in this run chase. Haldane Thomas, a lot is expected of him. He's on 2. And he's stroking this one nicely into the offside. They got 2 for a second run. So the total now moves up to 16. And Thomas, he moves on to 4. Senior yet to score.
Brown. Brown operating from the court knowledge end, trying to pick up another wicket for the Jamaica Defence Force. That ball played to cut away to point, no run score.
Nicely played there from Aldin Thomas. No, can't score. The umpire looking to the pavilion. Is it a drinks break we'll have here? Yes, I think we'll have drinks. Yes. So the Melbourne team, they're in pursuit of 126 runs for a outright victory here at Savannah Park in the Jamaica Senior Cup Cricket Final. And at the moment, they're 14 for 3. Alden Thomas not out on 4 and Royan Senior not out on 0. The batsman to be dismissed so far is, I'll give you that in a few. The batsman to be dismissed, Abhijay Mansingh, LBW, Shamari Brown for a duck, Tyreek White, Ball, Andre Dennis for 3, and Javel Glenn, the latest duo, caught Rehan Chang off the bowling of Andre Dennis for 3. Rayon Sina, he's not out and 4. Alden Thomas not out and 4. The bowling so far for the Jamaica Defence Force, Leighton Lizard, 2 overs, 1 maidens, 2 runs. Tyrone Burton, 1 overs for 3 runs. And Shamari Brown, 4 overs, 2 maidens, 3 runs, 1 wicket. Andre Dennis, 3 overs, 1 maiden, 4 runs, and 2 wickets. And we're just going to have a little short break for drinks here at Savannah Park. Dennis, because Dennis is bowling a bit, a little bit of steam. He wants to take on Dennis. He's a youngster, not looking very settled, showing his hands at everything so far. That's a good delivery, keeping Senior honest. Good one, back of a leg, right up at the body there. There's a short leg waiting.
So we see JDF still keeping their two step on a gully. Man catching there. Oh, they're still searching for the other 7 wickets.
That seems like an impossible task at the moment. The sun is back with us here at Savannah Park. In behind the line of this one, in a more confident manner, is Ryan Senior. And he's playing at some deliveries that he doesn't really have to play at. Some deliveries that is outside the off stump. Really and truly, there's nothing to gain at playing at those deliveries. But again, a youngster, he wants to feel bat and ball. The eagerness, the hungriness to feel bat and ball is there. So he's going to play at them. Let's see what he does with this one as Dennis rushes in. And he's right at the body. Not getting that extra bounce that he got early on is Dennis. Total remains on 16 for 3.
You see the batsman there on the field at back part having a conversation there. It seemed like he's saying to him that one was peppery, that one was fast. That's what he wants, get in the head of the batsman there. That's not sledging. That would say bantering.
It's good to see. I like to see it. A little banter, I don't mind. Here is Dennis. Outside the off stump there, you have it. Just poking at a delivery that he doesn't have to play at. It's pace. The extra pace does that to you. It unsettles the batsman. And I think Rohin Senior at this moment, he's unsure. He wants to feel bat and ball. And just poking at a very good length delivery outside the off stump. Total remains on 16 for 3. Of course, the final of the JCA Senior Cup Cricket Competition. Melbourne require 126 for victory. With me, RTS, my name, of course, Christopher Gale. And I want to thank everyone that has joined in with us over the past 2 days for this coverage of the JCA Senior Cup final here at Savannah Park in Kingston, Jamaica. Andre Dennis. And a bit of word also you could see from the umpire Sean Johnson. Anyway, Dennis, he doesn't care much about that. He wants to get the wicket, and there is Senior flirting with danger outside the line of the off stump. The feet going nowhere, just throwing the hands at the ball, and not really a good sign you would want to see from a youngster. Anyway, that's the end of the over. 16 for 3.
So at the end of the over there, it's still JDF searching for that 4th wicket. And let's see, they need another breakthrough. They need wicket at regular interval, and they need to get wickets quickly with some 40 minutes to be played, or 45 minutes to be played in the days in the last session of the final day of this JCA cricket. It's final Senior Cup final here today at Savannah Park. And we see Brown runs in there and bowl, and batsman there played it easily on its merit. Aldane Thomas comes into bowl again to Thomas. Thomas on the front foot plays it down the pitch. Aldane, lots of experience. He's here playing these delivery quite easy. As Brown runs into bowl again. Aldane compact and play it down the pitch again. No run scored.
That's a talk about Aldane Thomas looking so good and just not able to produce. He needs to make that transition from youth cricket. A lot is expected of him is Aldane Thomas. A flighted delivery is forward again. Nicely played from Thomas, the young wicketkeeper batsman, would have featured in the Jamaica's Scorpions This year, here is Brown, flighted delivery forward comes. Thomas goes through for a quick single. Approaching 5 o'clock here in Kingston, Jamaica. I think looking at the Senior Cup competition, a lot of persons thinking that the competition is a bit too short. There's a lot of talks about the structure of the Senior Cup competition, but anyway, where it is the final, we've seen two good teams on show here at Sabina Park. And Senior is forward, can't score. That's the end of a Shamari Brown over. And at the end of the over, the total is 17-3. Thomas on 5, Senior yet to score. A lot of batsmen scoring centuries in the earlier part of the season, right? Yes, but then again, now you're at the business end, the more quality teams matching up against each other, and this is where the real test and the real measure of strength, metal of strength and class and quality comes into play. Is when the more formed teams, the better teams, when they go up against each other. This is the real deal. You would think the business end. And this is where you judge the players, you judge how good they are. And Aldin Thomas looking to show how good he is. Of course, he has a lot of talent. Here is Dennis. And in behind the line of that one, nicely played by Thomas, pushing that one into the outside for an easy single. Moves the total to 18 for 3.
See Dennis continuing there, continues to try to get another wicket for his team, for JDF. What the doctor would have prescribed is wickets, and they need to get 10. Melbourne need to just bat till the rest of the day's play. It's young Senior on strike facing Dennis. Dennis into bowl there, no run score. Easy play it on the leg side there from Senior.
Leslie giving a few encouraging words. We really wonder what he will be telling his pace bowler at this time. We need 7 wickets if they're to get an out. That's a sharp delivery, very sharp delivery. So the youngster was bowled from Dennis. But in the end, nicely played, you'd have to say, from Senior. So it's good cricket here. I think we have seen the last hour and a half or two. Last hour and a half, I think I've seen some really good quality cricket with good contest between bat and ball. We talk about the pace, both the spinners being the dominant part of regional cricket, and of course this match also. But here we have Andre Dennis running in hard, giving it a very good effort, a final burst here. Andre Dennis, here he comes from the Michael Olin end, and nicely left alone there by Senior.
You see the continuous talking there between Senior and the fielder there at back pad, trying to get in the head of Senior there for him to play a shot that could get him out, but Senior is holding his own there. The little young giant still batting along.
Just nicely played there by Senior, getting in behind the line of that one defense, pushes it straight back down the pitch. Not really troubled by Dennis. Dennis signaling his intentions now. He's going to go around the wicket. Probably going to look to tuck up Senior a bit, bowl a few Up that rib cage, up in the body, get it close, get that short leg feeler in play. I definitely think that's gonna be the plan. Let's see. He's around the wicket now. Is Dennis, and yes, it is, but nicely played again by Senior. He looks very comfortable. And at the end of the over, the total is 18 for 3. And the sun has left us again. Still seeing it over the hills there to that mountain view side. There's still sun that side. But just none here at Savannah Park as yet. However, cricket is still with us. Dennis Bulai is into the attack. And his first delivery is met with the full face of the bat by Aldin Thomas. Nicely played there by Thomas, pushing that one straight back to Bulai. And really and truly now, I think for me, I think Melbourne, the writing is on the wall. They will be 2019 Senior Cup champion unless JDF is able to do something miraculous here at Sabina Park. It's definitely now you think the writing is on the wall because the Melbourne team, they already took first innings points. Of course, Melbourne, 4 straight finals for them. I think the last time they would have won it was in 2017, when they had played St. Thomas right at this very same venue. So, really and truly now, they're looking to make it one step better in 2019 is Melbourne. They didn't win last year. They was beaten finalists to the UII.
You don't need to chase this target of which is 107 remaining to get in the last half hour of play. So as I said, JDF need wicket. Melbourne just need to bat, stay in the game, push the ball around. Don't need to score any singles. Don't need to take any risk. This Melbourne team.
Here is, it looks to be Brown, right? Yes, Brown is going to take up the attack here. He's replacing Dennis. And he's bowling to Aldin Thomas. Correction, Ryan Senior. Bat pad silly mid off and a slip. The attacking field, no spin on that one, just going straight on with the arm. Captain Leslie comes into that offside region, at a short cover region, to give some extra protection. Here is down the leg side from Brown. I think that little spring, that little excitement from the JDF team has seemed to gone now. I think they're just waiting until the day's play.
Yeah.
Really just playing out time at the moment. And the sun has left us here at Savannah Park. In behind the line of that one, very calmly, writing on the wall. The shadows has left us. There is no more sunshine, and probably there is no more hope for JDF. Playing that one really well there is Rain Senior at the end of the other one. Another one goes by a maiden over. The top two remains on 20 for 3. I said Melbourne, they're very quite content with getting first innings points here at Savannah Park, which would mean RTS that they are the 2019 champions.
Yes, that's how it looks right now. That Melbourne are well on their way to become the 2019 Jamaica Cricket Association Senior Cup champion here at Savannah Park. So Melbourne are was well on their way. But let's see if there will be any last minute hiccups in this finals.
Oh, a sharp chance there at leg slip. Went up again. It was sharp. And he didn't get a hand to hit the fielder there. And Dennis Bulai, he hasn't had a lot to cheer about. He will be disappointed about that one not going into the hands. And that man at leg slip not getting a hand to that one. It was in there. It was a chance.
It was a chance.
Definite chance there, you think. No, Brown replaces the fielder who was there at leg slip. And with that single, the total now moves up to 21 for 3. 22 for 3. And Tomasi is on pin. Here is Bulai. And there goes Alden Thomas. That's the first sign of aggression from the young wicketkeeper batsman. Launching that one over wide long on. And Dennis Bulai, his misery continuing this match. They really took him to the sword so far. They've been very attacking against him. That was a lovely shot from Alden Thomas using his feet. And again, I talk about the talent of this young man. He looks good, but he just needs to produce. He looks good in this match so far. This one is short and he's banging that one through extra cover. That's going to run away pretty close to the boundary. The fielder giving chase will pull it just back inside. Will they come back for the third run? Yeah, they do come back for the third run. So that's 9 runs in the last 2 deliveries there for Alden Thomas. And with that, the total will move up to 31 for 3. And Thomas now moves up to 19. It's going to be Senior on strike to face up to Bulai. And there's a loud shot for LBW and out, says the umpire. Umpire Sean Johnson not interested in that one. Probably pitched outside the leg stump.
That one looked as if it pitched outside leg and was continuing down that path. Easy decision for the umpire Sean Johnson.
And Senior this time he's well forward, getting right to the pitch of the ball. It was a flighted delivery from Bulai. Dennis Bulai would have applied his trade for Kensington before he moved to the JDF to be a part of the army. He has been with JDF for a pretty long time, is Dennis Bulai. Would have seen better days than this one that he's experiencing today.
So as we see, as the sun would have left us. So it's cool, a cool afternoon here in Kingston. And it's Melbourne 13 for 3. Remember the first innings of score of 179 all out after JDF would have made 113 in their first innings and then 191 in their second innings with a lead of 125. But now it's Melbourne here just waiting out, just to hold that trophy over there in the to be crowned the 2019 Senior Cup champions. JDF still backing themselves to take these last 7 wickets. But it's Brown to bowl from the Michael Holding hand. He was the pick of the ball in the first innings for JDF. And let's see if he can repeat that bit of magic. Here's Brown, runs into bowl. Pitched outside offs. And driving the cover as Fielder did well there. And that's Senior. Aldane Thomas. And that's a beautiful shot from Aldane Thomas. Just caress that delivery there. 2 backward point for 4 runs. Brilliant shot. Easy. Didn't try for any pace, but rather just easing it, caressing it to the boundary there. It's a good shot. We know he would have played for Jamaica. He's a wicket keeper batsman for Jamaica there. This Brown runs into ball one more time to Thomas. Thomas on the back foot. Plays it out to the man at point. No run scored. So the Melbourne team here just playing against time. Here. Brown looks to bowl. Runs in bowl. On the back foot again, Aldane. Cuts it away well field. By the man at point. No run scored. It's Melbourne 37 for 3.
Aldane Thomas looking a bit more aggressive now. He's stroking that one. Beautiful shot. That's going to go for 4. Trust me, it does. It does. Beautiful shot from the talented youngster, Aldane Thomas. And he finds the boundary yet again in this over. The total now moves to 41 for 3. And he will move up to 29. And really and truly now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for JDF. Really wondering what is this conference about. There is a wicket keeper, Bulai, a few senior players. One really wonders what the conference is about. Bulai, he's going to continue to bowl. Yet to get to wicket in this match, Bulai.
Bulai operating from the Courtney Walsh end, trying to get a wicket for his team. The team would need him to pick up a wicket now to give them another chance, a glimpse of hope to make a defense force.
He's turning this one on the onside, and finally Ryan Senior is off the mark. He's been out there for a very long time, and I'll check with you how many deliveries before he got that single to get off the mark. 26 balls. So I think that's good temperament shown by the youngster. Nicely turned around the corner by Thomas for a single. Thomas looking a bit more fluent than he did in the first innings. A bit more easy in the first innings. He gave a couple of chances. Well, this innings he looks a bit more easy for his 30 runs. Here is Bulai. That's a full toss. That's a whipped away down to mid wicket. Go 2 for a single. Total now moves up to 45 for 3. And approaching. It's a 7 p.m. here in Kingston, Jamaica. And Aldane Thomas solid in his approach. 30 runs to him. Senior on 2. Talking about the sun has left us. He's down the track again using his feet and striking this one over mid off. Beautiful shot that from Alden Thomas, definitely a more fluent innings from him when you compare it to the first innings. He looked better, looked much more better, looked more easy in this innings. 34 runs to him and 48 now. The total moves up to for the Melbourne CC team. Definitely in charge of this contest here. That was a beautiful shot indeed, using the feet. It's good to see from a young regional batsman using the feet to the spinners.
That's a good shot there. And even though you're chasing a small total, you don't want to be bogged down.
Flirting with danger there, just stabbing that one, really a nothing shot. The feet came nowhere, he didn't really get close to it. He's Alden Thomas. Just flirting with danger outside the off stump. That's the end of Bulai. He continues to struggle. Bulai didn't get a wicket in the first innings and struggling here a bit in the second innings is Dennis Bulai. The total 48 for 3. Alden Thomas on 38 and Rain Senior on 2. And you can see by the body language of the JDF team that they very much think that they're out of it.
We know the JDF Jamaica Defence Force team. They're gonna fight until the end, and they're not gonna surrender. But you would want to think that they would have just lifted the Zoos operation here, but these Melbourne batsmen are not letting anything through here, and their defense have been very good and picking up the boundary, the odd boundary as they come. So Melbourne team is well on their way to lifting this 2019 Senior Cup title in short order.
Yes. Celebration time, I think, on Courtney Walsh Drive in a few. Courtney Walsh Drive.
Yeah. And we see Brown go outside off stump there. Young senior, allowing that one to go through to be taken by the keeper. Brown looks to bowl again. Delivery on and off leg stump. Easily played by Senior. And here added an extra slip in position. Brown plays back easily down the pitch to Brown. And we see the JDF team would have put in another slip. They're still attacking, still looking for that wicket, still the belief that they are still in this game and still can win, and that's what we want. The good positive cricket being played here by the Jamaica Defence Force, showing real fight, real courage, and backing themselves to pick up these last 7 wickets. Is it possible? Only time will tell.
I can tell. I won't wait on time because I don't think it is possible. RTS, I really don't see it happening today. Not today at all. Well, there's a loud shot for a cut here at back pad. Up, says the umpire. I think what they are saying is that delivery would have probably came off the boot of Senior. I really don't think so. In behind the line of this one, this time Senior can't score. And that's the end of the over from Marlon Saunders. And at the end of the over, a total 48 for 3. Senior on 2. And Alden Thomas, he is on 34. Is Alden Thomas.
Time is going. Time is slipping away from the Jamaica Defence Force team. If they are to win this game, they're going to need to pull out all their ammunition and fire and all cylinders here. They need wickets. They need to find a way how they're going to get these wickets here today. 7 wickets to get. But for Melbourne, they're saying 15 minutes to go. It's a race against the clock. So we see Saunders back in the attack for JDF. Bold. Ball played on its merit. No run score.
That's 4 runs there for Aldane Thomas. 4 welcoming runs to him. With that, the total now, it will. I think the 50 will be up. Thomas, he moves on to lapping that one into that deep backward square leg boundary. We look now. Thomas moves on to 38. The total, the 50 is up for the Melbourne CC team. Saunders, Saunders, a ball from Burns. And that's punked away through extra cover by Aldane Thomas. That's a teasing one, and I think the ball will win the battle. 4 more runs to Aldane Thomas, 42. The elegant right-handed wicket-keeper batsman. Beautiful shot that from Aldane Thomas. Getting to the pitch of the ball and striking it really well there. And we see the presentation party setting up themselves. And we expect that it's going to be Kevin Daly is the bowler. Here he is in balls turned away. Can't score is Aldane Thomas. Set the presentation part, setting them up themselves. And definitely at this stage, it's going to be Melbourne. From the Courtney Walsh Drive in Kingston, Jamaica, I think Melbourne, they're going to be the happy of the 2 teams here at Sabina Park. I think they will be partying for sure. And the umpires, they are consulting with each other at the moment. Will they lift the bails? We wait to see what will happen at this position. I think there seemed to be an extra delivery that was left in that over. And Daly to continue. That was 1 delivery left. Here it comes the ball to Aldane Thomas, turning this one into that mid-wicket region. And the umpires looking at each other. As I said, the presentation party has started. Well, Saunders, he gives his cap to the umpire because he's ready to go again. Is Marlon Saunders.
Bro.
And Saunders to bowl his first over. He starts with pretty good length delivery. Here he comes again to bowl to Thomas. Oh, that's a brilliant delivery. It went straight on. It looked like a drifter as it drifted across the bat. Beautiful delivery. That one touchdown, held its line. Beautiful delivery there from Saunders, the part-timer. Aldane Thomas probably playing in for a bit of spin. There was none. Total remains 57 for 3. Forward he comes again. Is Aldin Thomas can't score. Matter of time, you think, before the umpire will call close of play on this one. Anyway, Aldin Thomas on strike. He's 42. Nice if he can get a half century. And it's local time 5:18 p.m. in Kingston, Jamaica. Rohin Senior, he's there with Aldin Thomas on 42, 126 for victory. Oh, beautiful delivery there again. Beating the outside edge. Saunders looks good.
It's a good delivery there from Saunders, a part-time bowler, but that was a very good delivery, very good over, just completed there by the bowler. And as you said, it's just a matter of time now. It's a Jamaica Defence Force, a change in bowling attack. Leslie. Leslie.
That's Dennis.
So Dennis is coming back to bowl. He's going to be bowling from the Courtney Walsh end. And it's going to be Aldin. So JDF, we can say that Melbourne is the 2019 champion, Senior Cup champion here. And one would want to say well-deserving champions.
Well, again, I think it's time to reflect on the competition and look back. I think we've seen some good cricket for me, especially when the top teams are playing against each other. I've seen some really good cricket on show. Dennis is going to come in, he's going to probably a last burst. And he was a calm delivery outside the line of the off stump. And you look at the journey of Melbourne, they have done really well. They have 4 consecutive finals for them. They have last won this title in 2017. Beaten finalists last year, and they're back again. And they're back even stronger. That one is shot from Dennis, and there was Thomas looking to pull that one away. The umpire says, hello, Mr. Dennis, that's one for the over. And the rules of cricket can be a nightmare for bowlers at times, you think. Nicely pushed into the offside. They go through. No, sent back there. They talked about it. The sun is back with us. Approximately 5:21 p.m. now, local time. Aldin Thomas battling away. 42 runs to him. Young Rain Senior on 20. Another 70 runs for victory. That's a nice looking shot, that on drive. Not really timing it properly there, Aldin Thomas. The shadows lengthens here at the Sabina Park Cricket Ground in Kingston. As we look, a scattering of spectators in the mat stand and a very nice gathering there over the Kingston Cricket Club stand. The Army men will be marching to defeat here at Sabina Park at the hands of Melbourne CC. Here is Andre Dennis. And a flashing blade there of throwing his hands at that one is Aldin Thomas.
It's all just formalities now, just to see the rest of the days play out. See the overs Just seeing the last few minutes out here for the Melbourne team.
I think that is the situation with this 2 day. The final contested over 2 days. Probably not enough time to force an outright win, you think? Oh, that's nicely played by Alden Thomas. He, I think, would have hopes of getting to a half century. And that moves him to 44. Of course, he wants to be in the eyes of the selectors. That's the plan of, that's the aim for a lot of these players. They want to perform well and to be in the eyes of the local selectors, I suppose. It goes a long way in helping their chances to be selected for the national senior team, the Jamaica Scorpions. Marlon Saunders bowling to Rowan Senior, who is forward, nicely played by the youngster. Looks a very compact, organized player. And you'll know that he'll have a new journey now starting. That one, no spin on that one. Just going straight through the arm from Saunders. 59 for 3, 44 to Aldane Thomas. Ryan Senior, he's on 2. Here is forward, nicely played there by the youngster. Here is Marlon Saunders again. He picked up a wicket in the first innings and he almost picked up a wicket there, getting some turn and bounce, just a hint of turn. He was interested in that. Is Saunders. One almost could have ballooned straight to back pad. Here he is again, is Marlon Saunders. And down the track comes Alden Thomas. Expansive drive down to long on for a single. That's the end of the over. Total now 61. 61 for 3. Senior is on 2. 3, correction 3. And Alden Thomas 44. 45, correction. 45 to Thomas. Senior 3. 61 for 3.
This could very well be the final over of the day. So let's see how Aldane go about it. Will he try to get his half century, or will he just see the rest of the day's play out? But you would want to say good 2 days of cricket from the Melbourne team. There you saw Dennis runs in and bowled. A shot played outside the off stump there by looking to cut from Aldane Thomas there, misses completely.
Well, RTS, the sun is back with us. Oh, RTS, what's your thought on this Melbourne performance so far in the final? Of course, they were beaten finalists last year. Your thoughts on their performance this year?
Well, Melbourne would have come back strong knowing that they made it to the finals last year and was on the losing end.
Oh, that one is cracked away straight to backward point. It is a chance. It's not taken. It sums up the day. It sums up the match. It sums up the weekend for the Jamaica Defence Force. It went flashing right there straight to backward point.
That one went hard, direct to the field at backward point there. You would want catches like those you'd expect to be taken at this level. It was
Yeah.
just in and out there. But back
And
to
Aldane
ours.
Thomas again. I think the execution, he has to would have liked to get on top of that one also.
Right, right. That one needed to be, if he was going to, he need to go up and over there.
Anyway, here is Dennis again to bowl to Thomas. No, he gets on top of that one and he's crunched it through in front of point for four. That's gone 4 runs to Allen Thomas. He probably saying to himself, identical delivery. That is what I should have done with the first one. This time he does it. 4 runs to him. He moves up to 49. He's Allen Thomas and it would be a very good 50 if he should get it.
Right. And then he played pretty well. Good innings here from Arlene Thomas to sort of hold the Melbourne innings together. Let's see. As I said, this was probably the last over of the day, of the match. There Dennis runs into bowl, passes the umpire, delivers and
Oh, that one takes the
shot.
outside edge into the third man boundary. 4 runs, a half century for the talented wicketkeeper batsman from Jamaica, Aldane Thomas. And well played to him. 53 and out. A very good knock indeed. RTC really has looked good in this innings.
That's a well-deserved half century from Arlene Thomas there. He stuck in, he played well, and just he didn't give any chances, real chances, other than the one we saw 2 deliveries ago. But he a well-deserved half century from Aldane Thomas here, looking to build some confidence. Dennis looked to runs into running the ball, deliver. Oh,
He's looking to cut that one away. Probably a bit too close to him on this occasion.
right, too close to cut. He needed that one to be a bit away from your body, but it's all done and dusted here. Because we would have seen Melbourne is out as champion. They lost last year to UAE and to come back this year now to win.
Yes, of course, they've been to this in this position 4 consecutive years in the finals is Melbourne. I think they won 2017, 2016 also. Nicely played there from Thomas, pushes it down to deep point. Leslie, the captain, looks very dejected. And the sunshine back with us. Total of 70 for 3. Alain Thomas on 54. Ryan Cena is on 3. We're seeing 2 overs remaining in today's play. Beautiful sunshine coming across the ground now, RTS. And it's quite fitting because the weather has been great to us over the last 2 days in this ACA Senior Cup final. And a worrying sign also I've seen in recent years. I've not seen the dominance of the rural area teams, the Manchester, the St. Elizabeth, the Westmoreland, and I think from that perspective, it's really one worries me a bit as to what is happening in the rural parts of the country. I think for the last probably 6 years, it's all been an urban area final, and we're hoping to see that those parishes will get their act together. A beautiful delivery there. There's a cut for a cut behind and out, says the umpire. There's a really lazy shot that from Alden Thomas. He has batted really well, and that's one of the things with a lot of the youngsters here in the Caribbean. They get to 50, they get to 40, they get to 60, and they think that's job done and dusted for them. I was saying again to the point, a lot of the rural area teams, I've not seen them in the final or in the mix anymore. And you can see the Melbourne party, they're ready to start. As you can see, the players just lining themselves up here at Savannah Park. They know that they have definitely lifted this title, and the celebration party to start anytime soon here at Savannah Park. Here is Saunders in bowl, shot and looking to chop that one away. And that's the end of the day's play. And Melbourne Cricket Club from Courtney Walsh Drive, normally known as Deamory Road, I think. And yes, from Courtney Walsh Drive, it's Melbourne Cricket Club who has triumphed here at the Savannah Park cricket venue in Kingston, Jamaica. They have played some good cricket. They started out really well. They rattled out the JDF for 113 on the first day. We went on to post 191. Of course, led by a good all-round performance from Tyreek White. They were really good. It's the Melbourne CC. The spinners, especially Lamont Elliott, they really came to the party and they really stifled this JDF team. And in the end, the Melbourne Cricket Club, they're duly well-deserved title for them. They've played some really good consistent cricket all season. JDF kudos to them, though. They didn't play in last year's Senior Cup competition. They're back this year and they're in the finals, and I think losing a lot of their senior players, but I think you have to say hats off to JDF as well. I think they have lost gracefully, you'd have to say, RTGS. Well, we're just going to give you a quick roundup of the scorecard before we go to the presentation party over the Kingston Cricket Club, and what has been 2 good days of cricket, 2 really good teams here. And we're just going to run through the scorecard for, of course, they needed 126 for victory is Melbourne, and the scorecard for Melbourne, Abhijay Man Singh, LBW for a duck, Tyreek White bowl, Andre Dennis, he went for 3, and Javel Glenn, the captain, he went for 3 also off 12 deliveries. He went off the bowling of Andre Dennis, caught wicket keeper Rohan Chang, and in the end they closed on 70 for 3. Alden Thomas accomplished a classy 54 from 69 deliveries, 82 minutes up the crease, 1674 is beautifully played to the wicketkeeper, Jamaica wicketkeeper batsman. He would have really welcomed those runs. Rain Senior, the youngster coming into Senior Cup cricket, looks really good, looks to be one for the future. 3 runs, 44 balls, good temperament shown by the youngster from 62 minutes at the crease. And of course the pick of the bowlers was Andre Dennis, 7 overs, 2 maidens, 16 runs. Leighton Leslie just 2 overs, one maiden, 2 runs. Tyrone Burton 1 overs, 3 runs, and Andre Dennis Blight 3 overs for 20 runs. Marlon Saunders 4 overs, 3 maidens, and 2 runs. Kevin Daly just the 1 over, went for 9 runs. So there you have it, Melbourne CC, the Kangaroos, they triumph here at the Savannah Park venue here in Kingston, Jamaica. They are the 2019 JCA Senior Cup champions.
Good game, a good win for Melbourne. They played well, played better cricket over the 2 days, and in return they are truly winners here today. They made it to the finals last year, lost to UA, University of the West Indies team, And now they're here in the finals this year against the Jamaica Defense Sports. Come out victors. So good win for the Melbourne team today. It's a JCA Senior Cup finals here at Sabina Park. We're getting ready for the presentation that will be done shortly. But we can tell you that the new champion is the Melbourne team from Courtney Walsh Drive. Match played here today at the Sabina Park.